Welcome into the Lindsay Beckham Show. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope everybody is warming up a little bit out there. I did see on the news this morning that the governor has announced more lives that were lost during this icy winter storm that we encountered over the weekend. Thankfully, we were blessed at my house. We never lost power. I know Oxford is just a mess. I feel for the people who lost things, lost had damage to their homes, lost loved ones. I think our governor said there were at least 3 or 4 lives lost here in the state of Mississippi, and that's always so sad, so heartbreaking to hear when you just never know. You absolutely never know when it's gonna be your time. I guess that's why we always have to be ready, but I was thinking about it this morning as I was driving the kids to school, and I was hearing them talk about the lives lost in this storm, in this ice storm, and I was thinking to myself, we were at home, we never lost power, we were warm and cozy, but that very well could have been a tree that fell on my house. That very well could have been us. We could be mourning a loved one today, and so I just stopped and thanked God for keeping me safe, keeping my children safe through the storm. We really got nothing compared to what I'm seeing other parts of the state, what other parts of the state look like. And even my hometown in Yazoo City, I know my mom and my grandmother were both without power for several days. So praying for those linemen who are out there working to restore power to everyone. That's not an easy job. That's not a it's a dangerous job. So many, many thoughts and prayers with them as they work and risk their lives really to get power back on in all Mississippi homes and homes across the country. I know this storm impacted many people, not just Mississippi. So praying for all of those who had damage, lost homes, or lost loved ones. We are live coming to you from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios right here in good old Flora, Mississippi, in the Cotton Exchange Plaza. Of course, we missed Morgan yesterday, our Tuesday co-host, with her clinic, the Women's Wellness Clinic being closed on Monday, and then the delayed start yesterday with Madison County Schools. She just felt like she needed to be at work, and I'm sure that Dr. Micah is glad that she made that decision, but we did miss her yesterday. Excited that we were joined by Mr. Blake Ferretti. I think we're gonna see more of him. I think there is a lot that he could bring to Central Mississippi, and he's just heavily involved. He's got a great head on his shoulders, and of course, his wife's one of my best friends, so there's that too. It's funny, I was talking with Leah last night, and there's this Facebook page in Madison, Mississippi, and if you're not a part of it, then you're just nobody. It's called the Madison, Mississippi Mamas page, and there's thousands of members, and evidently, they're selective on who they let in. You have to actually have a child. You're supposed to actually live in Madison County. I know that can't be the case because of how many members they have. There's no way there are that many moms in Madison County that are a part of this group, but I guess I'll wear it as a badge of honor now that Leah has joined me. But we have been banned from the Madison, Mississippi Mamas group. I always wonder when somebody unfollows me or unfriends me on Facebook, I always wonder what was the final straw? What was the final piece that they saw that made them click that unfriend or unfollow button? I'm curious to know. I can only imagine. But yes, whoever the moderators are of the Madison, Mississippi Mamas page, they're obviously anti-school choice. Now, I've been banned for quite some time, and recently, I think last week, they removed Leah as well, and I think both of us were removed for posting something about education freedom or answering a question about it. And it's funny because we get sent screenshots from stuff that's being said in the group, and we've seen several people ask questions about House Bill 2 and school choice, and people go to tag us, to tag either Leah or I, because they know that we'll have a response, or if we don't know the answer, we know where to find it. And somebody commented, "You can't tag them here because they've both been removed from the page. They can't give you any information here because the moderators didn't think that they should be able to talk about those things in this group." So, I even messaged the moderator back when I was initially removed from the group and said, "Hey, did I do something wrong? If so, I'm sorry." I really did enjoy the group because I would search for different things. Like at Christmas time, I would search for Christmas lights, and all the posts that had been made about the different areas where there are Christmas lights would pop up. So, I hate it, but, that's the name of the game. It's America. It's a free country. They created that page, and so I guess they can say Lindsay and Leah aren't welcome here. But it tickles me. I find it funny a little bit anyway. But we were joking about that last night. Yesterday, President Trump was in Iowa, and I'll tell you what, our Iowa Moms for Liberty moms are incredibly impressive. They are just so heavily involved. They know what is going on in their state, in their counties, in their communities, and Iowa will have a governor's race this year. Their governor, who has been wonderful, Kim Reynolds, I believe that's right. She has chosen not to run for reelection, and so they have several people who are running. And Tina Deskovich, our co-founder at Moms for Liberty and CEO, she actually made the trip to Iowa last night, and she moderated the governor's debate. And so I think they had 4 out of 5 candidates. I'm gonna have to ask my friend Jen what the deal is with that 5th one who didn't show up, but they got lots of jokes in last night on behalf of that 5th candidate who chose not to show up for the debate. But it just really got me to thinking, 5 years ago, had you told any one of us that we would be where we are today, that we would have, in 5 short years, made the impact across, not only in each of our states where we are, but across the entire country, I think I would have laughed at you. I wouldn't have believed that. You know, I really did not care much at all about politics. It wasn't at the forefront. I cared about raising my kids, and then after losing my husband, now it's just me. So, yeah, I've gotta be on top of my game as a mom, and then something hurt one of my kids, and I found myself looking into things that I could do to change that politically. Of course, then COVID hit, and I realized there are so many other problems inside of our education system, not only across the country, but right here in my county. And you look back at that now, and I was watching this debate last night, this debate in Iowa where these 4 men are running for governor, and so much of what they had to say concerned parental rights, education, limited government, medical freedom, things that I feel are so very important, are the things that these leaders are talking about. Now, of course, they did know that Moms for Liberty was sponsoring this debate, so I'm sure they lean towards those types of questions. But still, if you just look at what is happening, at what the Trump administration has been able to do as far as the CDC, all the things that RFK has done, removing dyes from our food, changing the food pyramid, changing the recommended vaccine schedule, attempting to remove fluoride from our water systems. It's just been one thing after another after another. And then, of course, Trump and Linda McMahon, what they are doing as far as dismantling the Department of Education, or they're going as far as they can anyway without the vote of Congress. But the tax credits that I believe now 26 states have opted into, Governor Tate Reeves opted into that last week. I think we saw Ron DeSantis this morning come out and say that Florida will be opting in as well. The men in women's sports, the Supreme Court is ruling in our favor on these issues. We are changing things, and I truly believe that's because parents started to speak up. Parents got the courage to speak out about what we know is right and not right for our children. And it's just so incredible to see that playing out, to see these things that so many moms across the country have worked on in real time play out and change things in our own communities, across our states, and across the country as a whole. It truly shows that you might have one voice, but your one voice can make a difference. So I just urge and encourage everyone to get involved and to know what's going on. I know I say that all the time, but it is so important. Know who represents you, know who your state senator is, your state representative is, form a relationship with them, call them, text them, tell them what you're concerned about, tell them how you're expecting them to vote as they represent you. They work for the people. And it's an exciting time to really see things happening that you fought for, that Moms for Liberty has fought for, and in such a short period of time. And we're only 5 years old. Actually, this month. This month is our 5-year anniversary at Moms for Liberty. And so it's just encouraging to see that we have been able to make a difference and to impact the direction our states and country even is headed in as far as education and parental rights. And we are just getting started. It is only the beginning, my friends. We got to take a break. Y'all stay with us. We've got lots to discuss today. And we're going to get into all of it when we get back right here on The Lindsay Beckham Show. To all of it when we get back right here on The Lindsay Beckham Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us on our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
Get ready, Louisiana! Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our sweet the swamp pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun craving. Try our Cajun Flint or dive into a sweet the swamp pizza bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
Broad Street, King Cakes, pass that plate. Broad Street, King Cakes, taste so great. From Jackson Town to every state, bestkingcake.com, don't wait. Lines out the doorway, laughter in the air, hidden little baby waiting in there somewhere. From now till Mardi Gras, you know where to be. Or click that link and make your kitchen Bourbon Street. Broad Street, King Cakes, pass that plate. Broad Street, King Cakes, taste so great. From Jackson Town to every state, bestkingcake.com, don't wait.
Pack up the kiddos, hop in the car. It's a sweet little getaway, it's not too far.
For candy, chocolate, sweets, and treats. Smiles from the door to the back row seats.
Hey! Mississippi Candy Company. Bring your kids and the memories.
Grandma, Grandpa, come and see. It's an excellent trip for the whole family. Down D's Drive in Gluckstadt. Mississippi Candy Company.
That's where it's at.
Hey kids, ask your parents and grandparents to go right now.
Hi, this is Lee Atkins of Home Care Plus in Ridgeland. We are a proud carrier of Abena Premium Incontinence products. Abena has the most absorbency available, making changes and leaks less likely. After 7 years as a seller, I can tell you these products are amazing and worth every penny to quality of life for patient and caregiver. And we ship all incontinence products as well. So please come see us at Home Care Plus in Ridgeland for all the incontinence needs of you or your family member. That's Home Care Plus in Ridgeland.
Attention homeowners and business owners. Complete Exteriors is now Elite Roofing and Gutters. Are your roof and gutters storm ready? The folks at Elite are your local experts in storm protection. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Get up to a possible $250 rebate on a new roofing system for all active military, veterans, and retirees. Online at EliteRoofer.com.
Come together.
Welcome back to the Lindsay Beckham Show. We are live here in the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios right here in Flora, Mississippi. We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. 601-879-0002 is the number to call in today. 601-879-4648 is our text line. If you would rather text something, you can do that as well. So Trump held, of course, he spoke last night in Iowa, and then today he announced his Trump accounts program. Now, this is a part of the big, beautiful bill, one of the parts of that bill. We had several members of Moms for Liberty there. They invited, I think, 15 of us. Of course, I wish I was closer to DC and could just hop over there every time I get the opportunity, but obviously with 5 kids, that's not possible. But they did have this announcement today, and basically what this will do is pushing for more pro-family. That's what Trump is attempting to do here. So the administration hosted a Trump account summit today at the Capitol in the freezing cold. And this is a federal program that will deposit $1,000 into savings accounts for every child born between 2025 and 2028. So Trump said that no provision of the great big beautiful bill will prove more helpful than the Trump accounts. Big business has jumped on board as well with the Trump account bandwagon. This morning, banking heavyweights JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America separately announced they would match the government's investment, each contributing $1,000 into retirement savings accounts for eligible employees. Other businesses have made similar pledges as well. They said by doing this, we aren't just matching a contribution, we are investing in the future engineers, entrepreneurs, and leaders who will keep America the most innovative nation on earth. So that was the CEO at Broadcom. That company also pledged to match the US government's $1,000 contribution for all of its US based employees. So they said to think of these accounts as seed money to encourage children and families to save and build wealth for the many expenses of adulthood. It's basically an IRA for kids. They are a part of the tax and spending package that was signed into law last summer. They join a crowded field of tax advantage savings plans that will help Americans navigate the cost of education, healthcare, and retirement, among other things. What's unusual about these particular accounts, though, is that they start at birth. I think that's interesting, as we have not seen anything like that I can think of in the past. And I think that this is going to be, like I said, very much pro family, encouraging families to be responsible and to just get these new babies started off on the right foot, to give them just a head up in the world, I guess. So that's a very interesting program that he announced this morning. I think you'll probably hear a lot about that over the next couple of days. I'm excited about it. I think that we're seeing the Trump administration really listen to the people who voted for them and what's important to those people, the family, our children, education. And I'll tell you what, I really didn't know if we would see Trump keep his promises. Of course, you say a lot of things when you're running for office and when you're campaigning, and especially when you're president in your last term, there's nobody who is really going to hold you accountable to do the things that you said that you were going to do as you were campaigning. So I think it speaks volumes about this administration that we are seeing them do the things that they told us they would do. And I know there have been a lot of people upset over the tariffs, and I don't understand all that. That's way above my pay grade. But that's something Donald Trump campaigned on. He said he was going to do that. Of course, right now, immigration is the topic that has the whole country divided, it seems. Again, Donald J. Trump won the popular vote as well. And he campaigned on those issues. He campaigned on the fact that if you were here illegally, his administration was going to deport you. So I don't know why all of a sudden now we see the backlash. I mean, I understand, I get it. We're human, we have hearts, and we don't want to see people drug off the street. But he did campaign on this. He did say that this is what he was going to do. And overwhelmingly won the presidential election after campaigning on just that. I did see some breaking news that just popped up on my phone saying that these are live updates. 2 of the Border Patrol agents who fired their guns have been put on leave. So it looks like they will be investigating this latest shooting involving the ICE agents and this man who lost his life. Now, I've watched the video and I've stayed silent on this because, to be honest, I don't know what happened. I've watched the video, I've watched it in slow-mo, I've watched it from different angles, and I just cannot tell what happened. I cannot tell who shot first. I cannot tell if there was a gun that accidentally discharged. I can't tell. And so I don't want to make comments on something I know nothing about. I know it's gotta be difficult to be in law enforcement and to be working in such an environment where tensions are so high. I don't know if maybe that has played into decisions that are made hastily. Obviously, in America, we have the right to bear arms. You can get your concealed carry license. Obviously, in America, we have the right to peacefully protest. I don't know what happened leading up to the events that we have seen on video. Obviously, there was an incident I saw on the news this morning. There was an incident the week prior to that with the same man and ICE agents, and I guess something happened there, and he had a rib that was broken. I guess there was some type of altercation with the ICE agent, so I don't know if this man was just showing up at different places to protest and somehow getting in the middle of whatever was going on. It's it's difficult to see someone lose their life and think, "How could we have prevented this? How could this have been prevented?" And I don't know that the blame should fall on one person. Have the agents had all the training that they probably should have? I don't know. Shouldn't they be able to de-escalate situations better than what we are seeing? Honestly, I don't know because I don't know what it's like to be in that situation, and I don't know what they're facing on a daily basis. I know that watching what's happening play out right now in Minnesota is heartbreaking. I know that. I think it's disturbing when we see a mayor and a governor almost call for the protest, almost call for their law enforcement to work against the federal agents who are just there doing their job. I mean, that's the whole purpose of ICE is to find people who are here illegally. That's their job, and that's been the law. That's not something that just recently changed. I don't know the answer. I know that it looks as though they are really going to do a deep dive investigation into this incident and, possibly change up the way they're doing things in Minnesota. It doesn't seem that we have seen incidents like this so hostile in other states where they are deporting people who are here illegally. I don't know why Minnesota is different. Is it because of the mayor and the governor and the way that they have addressed things, encouraging citizens to get their phones out and record, and by saying they don't trust Donald Trump, they don't trust ICE? I mean, has that made it worse? I think so. I mean, I think that anyone who hears that from their governor and their mayor, it almost gives them what they believe is a reason to go and do just that. And then, of course, the ICE agents feel as though they're impeding in their investigations, and a lot of the time they know who they're looking for. It's someone who's committed a crime. There's been a lot of human trafficking. There's been a lot of children who have been sexually abused. I know they've been looking for some of those criminals who are here illegally that have somehow been allowed to stay so far. Yeah, I've seen some of these agents talking about how it's impeding on what they are trying to do when they're trying to track down these criminals. Now, is it just criminals? I don't know. I don't know the answers to all of that, but I just think it's really sad and heartbreaking to watch what's happening in Minneapolis right now play out. And I know regardless of what comes from this investigation, I'm praying for peace and praying for the hearts of the ICE officers and the people and the government in Minnesota. We got to take a break. We'll be right back here to talk about so much more. WIB 103.9, The Lindsay Beckham Show. Stay with us. WIB 103.9, The Lindsay Beckham Show. Stay with us.
.1039 WYAB.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us on our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
Get ready, Louisiana! Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our sweet the swamp pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun crave. Try our Cajun Flint or dive into a sweet the swamp pizza bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
Hello, friends and neighbors. This is David Frederick. I'm here to tell you about the latest development here at Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. In an effort to always bring you the very best brands, I am proud to announce that Frederick Sales and Service is Central Mississippi's newest dealer for Skag zero-turn mowers and products. We have deals on one of the industry's best brands of zero-turn mowers, Skag. You can buy now and pay later because 0% financing is also available at Frederick's. Come see our inventory. We're here serving you for over 3 decades in Brandon since 1993.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, experience counts. And the Rusty Healy Agency has been serving Madison and the rest of the Jackson Metro for over 35 years. Local agent Landon Thompson is keeping that trusted tradition going strong. As a local independent agent, he's not locked into one provider. The Rusty Healy Agency can shop the top insurance companies to find the best fit for you. And everyone knows that the Rusty Healy Agency and Landon Thompson offer top quality local customer service. Contact Landon today at 601-856-3681. fun.
A new year means a new you with a new ride from Mazda of Jackson with our extended super sale. Chart your new course in a 2025 CX-5 before they're gone. Price to move with 0.9% financing for 72 months with approved credit. And see why it's the compact crossover that's built for you. Plus, get 1 year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. It's time to make the resolution to choose Mazda today. Shop online at MazdaJackson.com or visit Mazda Jackson on I-55 Frontage Road.
Get ready, Louisiana! Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our sweet the swamp pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun craving. Try our Cajun flip or dive into a sweet the swamp pizza bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
Come together.
Welcome back into the Lindsay Beckham Show here live in the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. If you missed yesterday at from 4 to 6, then you missed our party. We had a little fun here in the studio. It was a big one for our very own radio strongman, Mr. Kim Wade. He turned 70, and so we surprised him. Sweet Miss Sheila got everything together, and he walked into a room filled with food and balloons and some of his favorite people. But I hope that he enjoyed it. We love Kim Wade, and he's just iconic when you think about talk radio in this area. He is on every day from 4 to 6. If you have not heard his show, you don't want to miss that. He's quick, I tell you. And he's funny as well. He cracks me up. I got to produce for him for a couple of months at the end of the year last year, and it was just so much fun to get to be in the studio with him and learn from him. He's been doing this for so many years, and he's a pro. He's a real pro. So happy birthday yesterday to our Kim Wade. Again, he is from 4 to 6. Of course, we've got Chip Matthews from 6 to 7. Of course, Clay Edwards from 7 to 9. Of course, that 9 to 10 hour, it's a little bit of a hodgepodge. I think Mondays is Clay, Tuesdays is Chip, Wednesday and Thursday we have Mike Madison, who used to be here Monday through Friday. I'm sure everybody knows Mike Madison. And then they have the music and blues hour on Fridays. Of course, Andrew Gosser from 10 to 12. Followed by yours truly from 12 to 1, and then some national shows, and then we rounded out drive home hours with Mr. Kim Wade himself. We do have spots available if you would like to sponsor any of the shows here on WIAB. We also have the Braves coming up. That's a great opportunity to sponsor as well. Get your business out there. I'll tell you what, our listeners, the listeners of WIB, they are some very loyal people, and they absolutely patronize and visit these businesses that choose to work with us and partner with us here at WIB, and we appreciate every single one of them. We appreciate all of you for going out and checking out these businesses that we talk about here on the air. Always let them know you heard about it at WIB. And if you're interested in getting your business, the name out and tell us all about it, if you would like to partner with the Lindsay Beckham Show or even one of our other shows, you can always email info@WIAB.com. Or if you would like to email me, it's Lindsay. I spell it with an E, like Jameson Haygood says, get the name right so I'll get the email. But it's Lindsay with an E at WIAB.com. And I will be happy to get you some more information and help get your business out there, get your business name out there, and get you some business. I'm telling you, there's nothing like our WIB listeners. There truly is not. So the Mississippi Court of Appeals actually overturned a decision yesterday, and I think that this is very fitting for me because if you know me, that I don't think is appropriate then I've already complained about it. I've already tried to have it removed from our schools, and I have a mile-long list, and I'm constantly checking, especially my kids' schools, the libraries to see if they have put any of these books that I know about or that I think are inappropriate into my children's schools. But this was a very interesting case from a few years ago. Trying to see exactly when this originally happened. But a Gary Road assistant principal was removed from his job because of reading a book. I think it was Read Across America Week, but he read a book named I Need a New Butt to second graders. Yes, on Read Across America Day. The Hinds County School Board decided to fire him after he read this book, which they call a controversial book. He appealed that decision to the Hinds County Chancery Court seeking reinstatement, but they reaffirmed the decision to fire him. Well, yesterday, the appeals court overturned that decision because it was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do. So the appeals court actually does know how to overturn things if it was done in what they believe is error. Somebody should tell Sean Tyndall. I don't think he knows that. But I mean, they do have the power, the authority to do that. So they did overturn this decision. It was the right thing to do. And as you know, I'm going to call out the inappropriate books always. If you're putting them in our schools, if you're reading them to our kids, if you're giving our children assignments with inappropriate material, I promise you, I'm on the front lines of that. I'm going to call it out every single time. Call me a book burner, call me a book banner, call me whatever you want. I don't care. I believe there should only be age appropriate material that our students can access while they are at school. Well, I have read this book cover to cover, and it is about one of the cutest children's books that I've ever seen. In fact, I bought it for my kids. I thought it was precious. I really did. There is nothing at all wrong with this book. So I'm not sure who this former assistant principal, Toby Price, made angry. But to me, anybody that opens this book and reads this book, how they came to the conclusion that this man should lose his job over this, that's pure insanity, in my opinion. Pure insanity. I don't know, did they have a problem with the word "but"? I mean, I know when I was growing up, I was not allowed to say the word "but," and of course, my mom did not allow me to watch anything like Beavis and Butthead, just because of the name of the show. But I'm telling you, after reading this book cover to cover, I really feel it is one of the cutest, most innocent children's books that I've probably seen in a very long time. It's funny, and it's very much age appropriate for second graders. In fact, I would even read this to my kindergartner, and I think I actually have. So, congratulations to Toby Price for winning, and to the Court of Appeals for getting it right this time, for getting this decision right, because this absolutely needed to be done. And I don't know what, I feel like there has to be more to the story. There had to be more beef going on or something over at Gary Road, but I don't know what the Hinds County School Board, again, that's one of those school boards over there where the school board members are appointed. Hopefully that we get some legislation through this year that will change that and make all school board members voted in, elected. So I don't know what the true deal was with wanting this man out. but the Court of Appeals got this one right. And I guess he'll be reinstated. It said that there is nothing concrete in the record demonstrating that the second grade class was subjected to unnecessary embarrassment. No child or group or children was signaled out during the reading, and he acknowledged the outlandish nature of the book's premise, the court wrote. They said the only evidence in the record that could be argued to provide substantial evidence of any unnecessary embarrassment was described by one teacher that the special education student repeated the word "but" after observing the reading. They also pointed out that the reading of this book was published on Gary Rhodes' social media pages and that books in the school library have similar content. Well, I'm here to tell you, books in the school library have content far, far, far worse than this innocent children's book. So the court said that they believe the decision that was reached was done so in a whimsical manner, and that the school board's decision demonstrates a lack of understanding or disregard for the surrounding facts and controlling principles. So a little slap on the wrist there for the Hinds County School Board. Price appealed the decision on constitutional grounds. So thanks to the Court of Appeals for actually getting this one right, and congratulations to Principal Price. We got to take our last break. Y'all stay with us. We will be right back here to wrap things up on this Wednesday afternoon where it's a little warmer out there. Sun's out. Pretty day outside. We'll be right back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show. Day outside. We'll be right back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, priced to fit your budget. Stop by Pops Auto Sales today, where fair prices and superior service leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Or go to popsautosales.llc.com and browse our inventory and get pre-approved for zero-down financing with approved credit, with service contracts and warranties available. And guys, our truck inventory is one of the largest for any independent dealer, period. Pops Auto Sales, Highway 49 in Florence.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. How does real estate agent Rita Jensen succeed when time is of the essence?
In today's market, it is so important to communicate and close on time. Typically have 30 days to close, get a home inspection, appraisal, title work, that kind of thing is a mortgage process. And a realtor relationship is so important. With a realtor like Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, she helps us to close on time.
RitaJensen.net.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Looking for farm fresh produce, high quality local beef, dairy, and desserts? Look no further than the Farm Store in Flora. We've got the sweetest, juiciest fruits and vibrant vegetables from Two Dog Farms, plus premium beef, all from right here in the community. Whether you're cooking up a feast or just grabbing a healthy snack, The Farm Store has got you covered. Freshness you can taste, prices you'll love. Find us on Facebook at The Farm Store by Two Dog Farm.
Hi, folks. Kim Wade here. Mississippi Energy Services provides generators. That's right. You may not need it now, but when you need backup power, you need a backup power generator from Mississippi Energy Services. Never again have to worry about being without heat, air conditioning, or all your frozen items spoiling because your energy was lost. You got backup power now, and it's so reliable. You'll be pleased with Mississippi Energy Services. Online at msenergy.us.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Come together.
We are back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show. We've got just a few minutes left in the show today. I was going to give you some upcoming events that are happening. So yesterday, it was scheduled to have Governor Tate Reeves deliver the State of the State because of the weather and the emergency status in our state right now. He has postponed that. I believe the date is now February the 6th. I'll keep you updated on that. Of course, also the speaker, Jason White, sadly, his father passed away over the weekend. So sending our condolences and prayers to him as well. February the 10th, I will not be here. I will be speaking at a luncheon that's being put on by the Mississippi Center for Public Policy, along with Leah Ferretti of Mississippi Ready, Starla Brown of Americans for Prosperity, and Corey DeAngelis will be here as well. So we will be speaking to legislators and people who are interested in finding out more about education freedom. There's also a debate scheduled for February the 5th in Oxford on Ole Miss's campus. I imagine that will probably be pushed back, but I myself will be debating Nancy Loom of the Parents Campaign, which, in my opinion, is one of the most anti-parent organizations that there possibly could be. So that should be fun. I'm actually really excited about that, getting ready for that. And again, that might be pushed back. I imagine that it probably will, but I'll keep you updated on that as well. Hopefully we can find a way to live stream that and get it out to more people so they can hear actual truth. Hear somebody hold Nancy accountable for her lies. Tomorrow, Starla Brown from Americans for Prosperity, Mississippi will be here in the studio with me. And next Wednesday, Grant Callen of Empower Mississippi will be here in the studio. So we will be getting their opinions on what's happening this legislative session and what they would like to see happen. So I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye.